What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 686 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 13 of Crossfire. What's up, Hellish? Long time no see. Glad to see you back as we kick off what very well may be the most action-packed episode of Crossfire this season. 3 championship matches, and in the spirit of validation, a colossal main event as undisputed champion Jason Spade returns home to go one-on-one with global champion Ace Reeves, champion versus champion. But starting things off, absolute chaos in the Crossfire ring for this Magnificent Six qualifying match. That's right, yet another spot going to be at stake here in the Magnificent Six ladder match set to go down at Validation in 3 weeks' time. One of these 6 ladies going to join Akiko Amutsu, Janet Tour, Xiao Rong, and RVW, who have already qualified. And I think chaos is definitely the right word to describe what we're seeing here, a hardcore battle royal. So yes, it is elimination, pinfall, or submission, and it's falls count anywhere. Last woman standing gets one of those spots in Magnificent Six. The lineup here consisting of Rose Beauchamp, who just about put Haley Jones through the canvas, Amber Reed, Vanessa Morgan, Rika Masaru, Rami Young, and yes, of course, Haley Jones, who's coming off that huge non-title victory over women's champion Kelsey Hayes last week. And it's Kelsey Hayes who's going to be in big trouble should she still be women's champion after Validation. Don't forget, she'll be defending against Danielle Davis, but whomever the women's champion will be, going to have some eyes in the back of their head. Miss Magnificent Six with the ability to cash in anytime, anywhere for a women's championship opportunity. We saw Ashley Rain do it last year successfully. You might notice missing from those names of women who have already qualified being Rosa Garcia. She was actually the first woman to qualify for the Magnificent Six ladder match this year, but, well, this week during a live show, and look at the referee in a bit of a pickle because Rose Beauchamp has a pin on Amber Reed, while Vanessa Morgan and Rika Masaru had simultaneous submissions locked in. He didn't really know what to call there, but lucky for Amber Reed because she was pinned for well over 3 seconds. So now she gets a second chance. But as I was saying, guys, Rosa Garcia, who had already qualified by defeating Ashley Rain a few weeks ago during a live event this past week, was found beaten down in her locker room, and whoever carried out the assault must have planned it out beforehand because they made sure to avoid all security camera footage. There was no evidence left behind, but let me tell you, Rosa Garcia not in good shape. She was taken straight to a local medical facility, and the doctor is saying there's no way she's going to make it to Validation. It'll be a miracle if she even makes it back to the ring, period, anytime soon. And we certainly hope that she'll be okay in the long run. Our thoughts with her, but for now, her spot has been vacated. And so the 6th and final spot in the Magnificent Six ladder match will be at stake next week. This match right here was originally for the final spot, but, well, after what happened to Rosa Garcia, you got to be ready for anything, especially here in CMV. So I'm sure Akiko Amutsu, Janet Tour, Xiao Rong, RVW, those who have already got their spots, are watching this one to see who's going to join them. No eliminations thus far. Rose Beauchamp still going at it with Amber Reed. These two former partners at Exodus, pinned by Haley Jones on Vanessa Morgan. We get a kick out. Rose Beauchamp again has Amber Reed in trouble, but able to save herself this time. Rami Young with Rika Masaru in trouble. We know the past that these two have had the last few months, along with Jarek Lawson and Joseph Santos, who will compete here tonight inside of a steel cage for the Rising Star Championship. Could be a really great night for the couple of Rama Young and Joseph Santos. Could be a really bad night too. That's just one of our 3 championship matches. The Zero G Championship will also be defended as Zach Angel challenges Mystery Master III. And of course, last man standing. There must be a winner as Robert Cross and Chris Diamond clash one last time for the United States Championship. Haley Jones with the single knee face breaker to Rama Young almost has her eliminated. And again, Rosebud Champ has a pin on Amber Reed, but it takes referee James here some time to notice that might allow Amber Reed to kick out. Keeps getting really, really lucky. Rosebud Champ should maybe find some better pinning positions. Double pin here in the ring. Haley Jones kicks out, so does Vanessa Morgan. An apt qualifying match here because, of course, the Magnificent Six ladder match not going to be an easy one. Going to be a very bumpy road. This hardcore battle royal so far very hard hitting, but no eliminations. Rika Masaru might have Vanessa Morgan's number, or maybe not. Double boot stop by Haley Jones on Rami Young. She goes for a pin. Will the referee notice? Taking his time. Oh, but there's a pin in the ring too. 1, 2. And Rami Young escapes, but by the skin of her teeth. 1, 2, 3. And it seems like Rika Masaru was out for good. Vanessa Morgan making the first elimination. That was like a 10 count. And so 5 women remain. Now Rami Young has Haley Jones pinned. 1, 2. Haley Jones got to be riding high after defeating Kelsey Hayes last week. Can she use that momentum here, though, is the question. Amber Reed and Vanessa Morgan, who have been very close allies these last few months, not pulling any punches, as only one of them can go to validation here. Rosebud Champ, who's got to be the odds-on favorite for this qualifying match, the biggest, and, well, a hardcore battle royal kind of just fits her like a glove. Rami on the shoulders of Rosebud Champ. I think she's trying to snap her in half, guys, and Rami Young submits. There goes Rami. Gonna join Rika Masaru in the back. Neither one of them going to validation, and Haley Jones might soon follow GTS into a German suplex, sickening impact. Vanessa Morgan doesn't go for the pin, though, and the strategy by Amber Reed here you can't really argue with. She's just chilling at ringside. Nobody's paying her any attention, giving herself the chance to rest a minute. Vanessa Morgan's going to hang out with her. Rosebud Champ, Amber Reed, Vanessa Morgan, and Haley Jones remain hammer fist, just about caving Haley's face in, but we got a kick out. Rosebud Champ, who was a part of last year's Magnificent Six ladder match, and just like this match favors her, that match probably would as well. I mean, she didn't win last year's, obviously, but just because of her sheer size, she'll have to take less steps up a ladder than the rest of her opponents. But of course, at the same time, she sacrifices that speed advantage that someone like, well, Amber Reed, let's say, would have. Get up that ladder quicker. Kicks to the face, trying to take out the biggest threat. Look how Rose just pushes her down, goes for a pin. No respect, but only a 1 count. These 3 women kind of been acting as the lackeys of Kelsey Hayes the last couple of months, but as I said before, only one of them can go to validation here, and they are not hesitating to beat the hell out of each other. Earn that opportunity at the Women's Championship. Vanessa Morgan gonna walk right into that torture rack that took Rami Young out. Vanessa, I don't know if she's gonna fare any better, but she is able to escape. She does it. Some well-placed punches to the back of the head, and Haley Jones, right place, right time. Taking the big gal down with that victory roll double boot stomp. Man. Oh! That natural selection, and Haley Jones eliminated. That's a bit heartbreaking, I'm sure, for a lot of people after her performance against Kelsey Hayes last week, but Morgan, all or nothing. Not much time to celebrate that elimination, though. Rosebud champ with a military press. Amber Reed, who was out for quite a while. Oh, and vintage Rosebud champ running power slam. 1, 2, 3 eliminations for Rosebud champ in this match, and it comes down to her and Amber Reed now, who walks right into a spine buster. Gouges the eyes. That might be Amber's only strategy here. Got to do everything she can out of that tilt-a-whirl DDT. Hooking that tree trunk of a leg, man. She almost had it. And Rosebud champ, veteran instinct to roll out of the ring. But remember, falls count anywhere here, though, so she can't run very far. Back into the ring we go. Reed not giving her a chance to escape. Amber Reed pull off the upset. Single boot to the face. Where's the referee, though? He's chilling outside. And that gives Rosebud champ plenty of time to kick out. Not even a 1 count for Amber, who pulls off a complete shot, and after every single move, going for the pin, and it pays off! Amber Reed is going to validation, the 5th woman to qualify for Magnificent 6. Quite a victory for Amber Reed. Especially after that performance by Rosebud champ, man, eliminating Rami Young, Vanessa Morgan. Whew. I thought we had a shoe-in, but Amber just kept throwing those big shots. Pin after pin after pin, and in the end, it pays off. So Hakika Mutsu, Janet Tor, Shao Rong, RVW, and now Amber Reed, 1 more spot to be filled next week. What a performance by Amber Reed, though. Well-deserved victory. And while it wasn't such a lucky night for Rami Young, her better half may just leave with his first taste of championship gold in quite a while. It's been a rough season, a lot of ups and downs for Joseph Santos with these past couple of months, especially Jarek Lawson has just been hounding him at every single turn, and Santos finally got a bit of payback a couple of weeks ago in that mixed tag team match, and I think that win really reinvigorated Joseph Santos. And even though he was on the losing team last week, that 6-man tag team matchup we saw in the main event, he ensures us that here tonight he will leave as the new Rising Star champion. Steel cage, meaning that Tenra Lance Romance will not be a factor. Santos has Lawson all to himself. Can he finally get the job done one-on-one against the Cowboy, who starts off fast with a snap vertical suplex, our first of 3 championship matches here tonight. Not Santos' first steel cage match this season, and it is a regular steel cage match. Escapes are a viable way to win, as you see Lawson wasting no time in trying to do so. Santos whipping his knee right into the cage wall and then giving him a not-so-soft landing face first into the canvas. So you can win this match by pinfall submission or escaping the cage, and Santos going right for a pinfall. That's only going to get him at 1 count. You see referee James standing there ready to open the door should one of these two choose to try and escape that way. Santos came into this season red hot after returning from injury, an injury a lot of people thought would mean the end of his CMV career. But then he started going down a bumpy road when he was chasing after the United States Championship, getting involved with Robert Cross and Chris Diamond. Wasn't able to capture the United States Championship, and Jarek Lawson kind of took advantage while Joseph Santos was down, pushing him around, really bullying him. But Santos has had enough. Big kick and a put Jarek Lawson down, who is still undefeated one-on-one. His first loss period wasn't that mixed tag team match a few weeks ago, but of course it was Rami Young who pinned Rika Masaru. Lawson's held that Rising Star Championship since the beginning of the season, and he has had an ironclad grip on it. Nice takedown by Lawson. Escape by Santos, going to push Jarek off the ropes right into a Hurricane Rana as he rebounds, and now Joseph Santos going to try his hand at escaping. You see he's trying to find his footing in the chain link, taking too much time though, and Lawson able to find his footing, get a shot to the back of the knee and just hammering away at the lower back of Santos. Remember guys, Joseph Santos is slated to represent Crossfire at Validation against Anarchy champion Subject Zero from Supremacy. I mean, a lot of momentum. If Santos can walk into that match as Rising Star champion, potentially leave as a double champion, that would certainly be a big turnaround in the career of Joseph Santos, who goes for another pin. Got closer that time, but still no cigar. As he looks out to the crowd, Lawson gonna catch him off guard with that dragon suplex and an elbow drop to the chest. Indeed, our first of 3 championship matches here tonight. Later on, the 0D title, the 0D, I'll give you some 0D, 0G title at stake. Mystery Mask the Third defending against Zach Angel. We might have a new champion right here, right now, though, guys. Lawson's down, and Santos again having trouble getting a good grip. These cages are tougher to climb than they look, man. Look at Santos, though. He's battling. He's trying to keep Lawson at bay. Lawson not giving up so easily, though, and what a fall Santos took there. Right back to his feet, though. Oh, and wait a minute! The upside-down frown! Upside-down frown! And Santos, 1, 2! No, man, he almost had it. The expression on his face tells the tale. 2.99999, but even though Lawson kicked out, he's still incapacitated. Santos knows he's got another opportunity here. He's just got to make sure that he can get up that cage quickly, and I think he might, guys. I think he might. Lawson's getting to stir, but it might be too little, too late. Santos understandably hesitating, man. That is a long way down. Look at Lawson going after the hamstring, but Santos knocking Lawson down off the top rope, and now Santos, all he has to do is throw his leg over. All he's got to do is throw his leg over, and I think he might do it. But Jarek's there again, trying to keep his undefeated streak intact, trying to keep that Rising Star Championship around his waist. And now look at this, it's like a duel of the fates. Both men side by side, trying to get up the cage wall. It's a race. This match has become a race to the finish line. Lawson's there. Santos staring right at him, though. And look at this. Face to face, over 20 feet on top of the steel cage. This is incredible. Both men throwing haymakers, trying to knock the other off. They're teetering. Who's going to get the better of the other? Who's leaving as Rising Star Champion? Oh my God. And that has got to mean the end of this match. But somehow, Santos, after taking a 20-foot fall, has gotten back up. And he's keeping Lawson from escaping. How? How the hell does Santos have enough left, man? Lawson kicking him back down again. But Santos just refusing to find all possibility. His neck. A lesser man would be in the hospital right now wearing a neck brace. But look at Joseph Santos. He will not let Jarek Lawson escape. Pulling him back into the cage. Lawson was so close. And now face first off the cage wall like a cheese grater. And here goes Santos with a fire lit up under his ass. He's getting to the top of that cage again. Jarek Lawson shaking off the cobwebs, coming up to join him. And here's part two, the epic battle on top of the cage wall. Look at Lawson. He's like, I ain't about this, man. I'm getting the hell out of here. But Santos is like, I don't think so. And a big old punch gonna bust Santos open. He responds with a hook to the jaw. Gotta be careful not to knock Lawson off the cage, to the outside, because then he would technically win. Oh my God. This is scary to walk, man. I'm sitting here sweating. And again! Santos thrown down to the canvas, and it's academic at this point. Joseph Santos is not... No, there's no way. Lawson's on the outside of the cage, and Santos can do nothing but watch as Jarek Lawson retains the Rising Star Championship. What a steel cage match, though. My God. I do not know how Joseph Santos kept getting back up. He was thrown off the top of the cage 3 times. And that's not even counting, getting thrown off the side of the cage wall. Both these men, though. That might be the best steel cage match I've seen in my days of calling CMV action. Man. Incredible. But somehow Jarek Lawson, still undefeated, still Rising Star Champion. I thought it was over right here, honestly. After Santos hit the upside down frown, 2.99999. So close. And Santos is going to have to find a way to get up once again, because things with Lawson may have reached an end, but he's still got Subject Zero coming at Validation. He'll be representing Crossfire. Hopefully he can keep that frown upside down. Congratulations to Jarek Lawson, though. Nothing to sneeze at. And speaking of validation, guys, I am so excited to announce this match. It has been made official. Supremacy versus Crossfire. That's the name of the game at Validation. There's going to be a whole hell of a lot of cross-brand matches to prove which brand is superior. And both shows have decided to enlist a monster to go against the other. Supremacy bringing out European champion Killian Red, while Crossfire is going to send in the Russian ogre Guri Sukhanov. This is a match that people have been clamoring for since the season began, and we are finally getting it. Monsters Ball. Killian Red versus Guri Sukhanov. Going to be over 600 pounds in that ring at Validation. And we're going to see, if you have never seen a Guri Sukhanov match before, you'll see exactly what he is capable of right here, right now, as he's in action coming up next. There you can see the hulking bear of a man known as Yuri Sokolov, former Alpha World Champion, multi-time international champion. We've seen him very rarely this season, but the couple of times we have seen him, he has been destructive, just as he is out the gate against Matthew Justice here. A gut-wrench powerbomb into a pin, only gets a 1 count. A definite mismatch, but a match that Matthew Justice had no problems taking on short notice, because, I mean, what a victory it would be for the young Justice brother to defeat someone the caliber of Guri Sukhanov, but that is way easier said than done. T-bone suplex, and the 400-pounder goes off the ropes. Ooh, and believe it or not, Gary Suckanov used to be heavier, but he has slimmed down considerably this season. No, man, I hope they're going to have to doubly reinforce, triple reinforce the ring at Validation to hold the weight of Killian Red and Gary Suckanov. Kick to the midsection by Matthew Justice. Let's not count him out, coming off a win a couple of weeks ago alongside Achtung in tag team action. And we know that Crossfire does have to select a team, or more specifically, team captain Ace Reeves is responsible for selecting the two men who will represent Crossfire at Validation against the Unified World Tag Team Champions from Supremacy X-Gen. Titles will be on the line. Ooh, man, double chop to the chest. I don't know how much that vest really helped out Matthew Justice. Discus knee strike hardly does anything to Gary Suckanov, but that catchphrase does, speaking of X-Gen. And in the middle of the ring, doesn't even get a 1 count off the lateral press. Stomped in the middle of the back. Where's Matthew Justice going? Out onto the apron, perhaps setting up for some sort of springboard maneuver, but doesn't get the chance. Gary Suckanov, don't let his size fool you, man, because this guy is also so fast, as you can see right there. That belly-to-belly suplex just tossing Matthew Justice overhead. Another gut-wrench powerbomb. And Matthew Justice rolling out onto the apron, looking for some sort of refuge, but there's nowhere to run when you're face-to-face with the Russian Ogre. Oh, nice crossbody from the apron. Simple, but most certainly effective. Gary Suckanov goes down for a 1 count. Killian Red, who called out Gary Suckanov a few months ago over Twitter. The two had a bit of an exchange, but we never got anything out of it. Killian Red might regret that, though, because this is what is coming his way in 3 weeks at Validation. Sit out last ride powerbomb, flattening Matthew Justice. 1, 2. What? Yeah, that reaction by Gary Suckanov, I have to agree. How the hell did Matthew Justice just kick out? This is a spirited young man, but might have just bided his time, because after that punch, Matthew Justice just will not stay down. Sweeping Gary off his feet. I don't know if he wants to exchange fisticuffs with Suckanov, however. He's got one of the nastiest punches in CMV history. Used to knock people clean out with a straight right hook. Stomps to the chest. Matthew Justice doing everything he can to keep Gary Suckanov down. It's a great strategy. Nailing him with that tornado cutter. What? Hang on a minute. Holy crap! What a win for Matthew Justice! Just pinned Gary Suckanov. Wait a minute! Have we just seen perhaps one of the biggest upsets in CMV history? Do you know how many times Gary Suckanov has been defeated one-on-one in his entire CMV career? Lasting over 3 years? It was somewhere below 10. Last time I counted. Matthew Justice, with maybe the biggest win of his CMV career so far, dude. Huge! And Killian Red's got to be laughing if he's watching right now. I wouldn't be laughing for very long, though. Gary Suckanov pissed off is, believe it or not, more dangerous than just a regular Gary Suckanov. What isn't he pissed off, though? Maybe Matthew Justice should be the monster representing Crossfire at Validation. Man. halfway through the show, my friends, and what a show it has already been so far. Still to come, the United States Championship is decided in the final battle. There must be a winner as Robert Cross takes on Chris Diamond, last man standing. And in our main event, in the spirit of validation, Jason Spade comes home for a champion versus champion clash against Ace Reeves. But first, Zach Angel earned a shot at the Zero-G Championship last week, and he gets it right here, right now against Mystery Mask the Third. But we're going to have some spectators at ringside. Of course, Zach Angel's disciple Kingsley, and the man who made his long-awaited return last week during the match between Mystery Mask the Third and Josh Wolf, Alistair Knox. In that match, Alistair Knox punched Mystery Mask the Third, which caused Josh Wolf to lose via disqualification. So Alistair Knox, in a way, kind of gave the victory to Mystery Mask the Third. The biggest victory, next to winning the Zero-G Championship, that Mystery Mask the Third has, earned since coming to CMV, even though it was by disqualification. And now Knox going to be taking a seat in his corner for this championship match, leading me into question exactly what his intentions are. But of course, we all know the history between Zach Angel and Alistair Knox. The last time we saw Alistair Knox was at Ascendant 7 when he defeated Zach Angel, gave Zach Angel his first loss inside of the steel cage match on the grandest stage of them all. There could be no coincidence that Alistair Knox is here at ringside for this match. But nonetheless, things going to get started. Mr. Mask III going to try to stay on point in his first defense since capturing the title at Exodus in that 6-man ladder match. Ooh, nice boot right to the side of the head. Might have Zach Angel in big trouble early on. It would be Angel making history here tonight if he is victorious. The first ever 2-time Zero-G champion. Another pump handle neckbreaker goes right into the pin. You can see Mr. Mask III targeting that head heavily early on. Double knife edge chop, ducked, kick to the midsection. And Zach Angel going to follow that up with a swinging neckbreaker. Takes the head of Mystery Mask III, smashing it off the canvas repeatedly, right into a leg drop. And we know why Zach Angel wants to start working on the head of Mystery Mask III. That deadly dragon sleeper of his he calls the Sigil, which Mystery Mask III has felt the sting of multiple times. Zach Angel defeated Mystery Mask III a little over a month ago with that very maneuver. Oh, and here it is! The Sigil slapped on out of nowhere, but Mystery Mask III going to find a way out of it quickly because the longer he stays in it, the less his chances of surviving. Zach Angel tries to get right back to work, but Mystery Mask III doing a good job of keeping him at bay, or at least trying to do so. Ooh, and a sickle. Mystery Mask III, though, the international man of mystery, never one to be taken lightly. Can't take your eyes off of Mystery Mask III. Lightning quick, maybe one of the fastest superstars on the Crossfire roster today. From the fireman's carry position right down onto the knee, and look at him go now. The champ is rolling into a swinging neck breaker, telling the crowd to hush so they can hear the sound of Zach Angel's neck smacking off the canvas. Kingsley trying his best to help out his mentor by distracting the referee, but it doesn't do much good in the end. Pile driver by Mystery Mask III. Will it be enough to retain? No, it will not. Mystery Mask III shooting a look at Kingsley like, boy, better check yourself. Kick to the midsection, gets caught. Angel turns that into a power bomb. And in an instant, Angel has regained control as he raises his fist off the ropes, knee to the gut, catching these kitchen sinks. Walks Mystery Mask right into a Russian leg sweep. Thus far, Alistair Knox has been dead silent, only observing. Oh, and he might observe the demise of Mystery Mask III. There's the Sigil. A second time locked in. Mystery Mask with nowhere to go. Can he survive? Is there a way he can survive? Somehow he does. I guess he's built up a tolerance to the maneuver, because last time when Zach Angel slapped that in, he tapped out right away. Now he survived 2 of them in a single match. Elbow out of the corner, Irish whip to the corner. Fighting for control, Zach Angel reverses the momentum, gets another elbow to the jaw though. Running neck breaker by the Zero-G champion, a backflip into crisscross applesauce. Not a fang, but a chicken wang. Hang on a second. What is he doing? Mystery Master Third, what's he doing? Off the apron, pile driver, my God! And I think I heard the snap of Angel's neck from over here at the commentary table. Jesus. Some of the fans in the front row in shock. How is Zach Angel still walking around? I find myself asking how a lot here tonight. First Santos in a steel cage match, Matthew Justice against Gary Sukhanov, and now this. Kingsley, you can see how much he wants to put hands on Mystery Master Third, but doesn't want to cost Zach Angel the championship. Swinging neck breakers, both men are back in the ring. Straight into a pin. Does Mystery Master Third have the title retained here? Almost. Angel threatens a punch. Waits for Angel to get to his feet though. Puts him down into the seated position. And a very aggressive lateral press. Look at him shooting daggers over Alistair Knox. Angel's got to be thinking, what the hell is this guy doing back in my life? Oh no, Mystery Master Third been very resilient thus far, and he knows if he gets caught in another sigil, it's going to be game over. His only option to counter, and he does. German suplex. Angel gets right back to his feet, though. Walks into Mystery Master Third with a kick to the midsection. And we get a very wobbly brainbuster. Arm raised high again, Zach Angel. Maybe looking for a one last-ditch effort against Mystery Master Third. Clothesline again, off the ropes. Calf kick from the former champion. Goes right into a pin while staring into the eyes of Alistair Knox. But only a 2 count. Backing into the corner, he knows what he has to do. Mystery Master Third on spaghetti legs. He's taking a lot of heavy hits, and here comes another one. Nearly decapitated. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. Zach Angel is once again Zero-G champion, making history as the first ever 2-time Zero-G champion. My, oh my. You see, Mystery Master Third hit that pile driver early on. That one didn't work. If this was Falls Count Anywhere, he probably would have won after that. But somehow Zach Angel got back up. And with a very interesting party watching on, Zach Angel becomes Zero-G champion once again. It took a hell of a lot to keep Mystery Master Third down, though. And we get a celebration here. I guess Zach Angel not going to grab the title just yet. He knows it's his now. He'll get to it later. But we can kind of see Alistair Knox standing over Mystery Master Third at ringside. Still a mystery as to what exactly he wants from Mystery Master. Or is it what he wants now from Zach Angel? And coming up next, guys, it is going to be a very emotional match indeed. The final battle, as there must be a winner between Robert Cross and Chris Diamond. It was supposed to be their final encounter at Exodus, that Iron Man match, but these two just know each other so well. In the end, it was a draw. And so they agreed upon one last match, and it'll be last man standing. Quite literally, but figuratively as well. Only one man can move on from this rivalry that has just taken over their lives. Not just this season, but the end of last season as well, where it all started. Of course, Robert Cross turning on Chris Diamond. Once best friends, now bitter rivals. Who will be the last man standing? Referee James rings the bell, and let's get it on. Of course, there are no pinfalls, there are no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win is to beat your opponent so badly they can't respond to the referee's count of 10. And the things that these two have put each other through over the last 6+ months, I shudder to even think back on. And once upon a time, you could clearly point to Robert Cross as the bad guy. You know, he stabbed Chris Diamond in the back just to lash out on his own. But the things that Chris Diamond has done, man, at first you might have thought justified, but he's gone too far. Way, way, way over the line. Scarred Robert Cross certainly for life. Robert Cross now is the one seeking vengeance. Remember, Robert Cross was kidnapped by Chris Diamond, held hostage for over 2 weeks, and we still don't even know exactly what Chris Diamond did to Robert Cross in that time, but it's very obvious that, you know, Robert Cross is not the same man. You can see the referee keeping a very close eye on these two. Neither has asked for the count to be made yet. Stomp down onto the lower back, and again wanted to force Robert Cross to stay down, but no matter what you say about him, Robert Cross, he is a hell of a competitor. He's not going to be walked over by Chris Diamond here tonight. Got to give one thing to Chris Diamond. He did exactly what he said he would do at the top of the season. He said he would not only take Robert Cross's championship, which he did. I'll not only take your soul, which arguably he did, but I'm going to end your career. I'm going to take what you care about the most. You can almost see Diamond fighting to get control of this dark side of him. But, oh man, what a knee by Robert Cross. Maybe that's what Diamond needs, a good couple of hits in the freaking head to snap him out of this manic state he's been in. Here comes a barrage of elbow drops, stops at the second, taunting a third, just rakes the eye of Robert Cross. Vintage Diamond with the jumping discus knee, and now he's going to ask for referee James to begin the count. As he stands over Robert Cross, looking down on him with almost a savage stare. Count of 5. Look at this, he's losing his mind before our very eyes. 7, hang on a minute. 8, I thought so. Robert Cross, I didn't think he would go down that easily. Diamond beats his chest. On the rebound, oh! Dear God. The fans chanting, this is awesome, but more like this is brutal. And he gets up somehow at the count of 4. Dude, I think I saw his lower jaw go up into his upper jaw. That freaking catapult super kick was disgusting to see. Snapmare Kenka kick by Cross. Now he's asking for the count for the first time. 7. Count of 7, Chris Diamond. Quickly to his feet, Cross throwing him down to the outside, but making sure to stay on top of him. Not a moment to breathe. And from the shoulders, crumpling like a piece of printer paper.
2, 3.
Very symbolic, Robert Cross from the ring, looking down at Chris Diamond as the referee counts to 6. This all started because Robert Cross thought he was above Chris Diamond, thought he was better than Diamond, didn't need Diamond in their friendship anymore. But now it's come to this, the two willing to kill each other. And it might take that in order for one of them to be able to move on and, you know, start building towards a new career. This isn't really the type of thing to come back from. Both men will most definitely be changed. I don't know if for the better for the rest of their lives. And look at this, Chris Diamond just staring at Cross, almost lets him hit. The cross out, and Robert Cross with a perplexed look on his face. He knows that was definitely unusual. I think this one's over, guys. I think no, at 9, Diamond gets back up. Cross gonna help him. Discus clothesline doesn't fully connect, and whatever that may have been by Chris Diamond, maybe a sliver of his humanity showing for a second, but it has quickly retreated back into the darkness, and Diamond forcing Cross into the corner, rapid kicks, looking to break every single rib in his body, but as he goes for that big boot, Cross gets up his own, charges right into a DDT. Break your neck! Foundation. Diamond fighting still. You almost get the sense that he doesn't want to do what he's doing, but he's compelled, he's driven by this thirst for vengeance, which I think he got a long time ago, and now this rabid side of him that he may have needed at the start to fuel the fire against Robert Cross. Now it's just, he's not even the man that he once was. He's just this beast with only one goal. That's to make the life of Robert Cross a living hell. This fight spilling to the outside again. Swinging neckbreaker by Robert Cross, retreating into the ring as the referee starts another count.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Robert Cross in his mind got to be hoping and praying that Diamond will stay down, but not so lucky. You see Cross yelling out, "Stay down, why won't you stay down?" After every move, telling the referee to count.
3, 4,
Cross doesn't want to do this anymore.
5,
He just wants to bury Chris Diamond and be done with it.
7.
But Diamond, what he's become, won't let him stay down, won't let Robert Cross move on. Swinging neck breaker, that neck that's already been torn apart throughout the course of this match.
2, 3.
You can see Diamond almost holding himself back. He wants to pounce on top of Robert Cross right now, rip him apart, limb by limb.
7,
But he knows he's got to win this match.
8.
From behind, drop down onto his neck. Cross, though, resilient. The heart you almost have to respect. Quite a spill down to the outside. Cross going to take these few minutes to hold his head. Like all the damage to his neck is starting to be a problem. I don't think he thinks Chris Diamond's going to actually stay down here. He's just using this count to try and recollect himself a little bit. Maybe this will be enough. Will the... Wait a minute! Robert Cross is the last man standing. But at what cost? There's no way. Robert Cross threw him out of the ring, and he got the 10 count? Like I said, I don't even think Robert Cross thought that that was going to be enough. And what we saw throughout the course of that match, guys, Chris Diamond again and again trying to take back control of his own mind and his own body. He let Robert Cross hit the crossed out. Did Chris Diamond just let Robert Cross win this match? One way or another, Robert Cross not even in that joyous of a mood. But he once again has the United States Championship. And he is the last man standing. But where does he go from here? Where does Chris Diamond go from here? A hellacious night it has been so far here on Crossfire number 13. Guys, we have two new champions. Zach Angel, once again, Zero-G champion, as we just saw. Robert Cross, once again, United States champion. Of course, earlier tonight, Jarek Lawson retaining his Rising Star Championship against Joseph Santos. And I think the greatest steel cage match we've seen in CMV history. Definitely, if you missed that, make sure you go back and watch it later on. But speaking of great matches, the match that was voted by the CMV Universe Match of the Year, when Jason Spade defended the Zero-G Championship against Ace Reeves. A lot of people might forget that Stephon Hastings was a part of that match too, but of course he was eliminated early on, and it was that one-on-one part of the match between Reeves and Spade that went on for almost 20 minutes that so many people were clamoring, to see again, and we're finally getting it here tonight as Jason Spade, we know he's set to defend the Undisputed Championship at Validation against King of the Ring winner Brett Curtis, while Ace Reeves, of course, was named team captain of Crossfire by general manager Ken Donahue. And so Spade, in the spirit of Validation, challenged Reeves to this match and has come back home. Remember, he was a Crossfire superstar first. Ken Donahue just sort of let him do his thing over on Supremacy, and now he's Undisputed Champion, so he's contractually obligated to compete on Supremacy. But Crossfire still his home brand, and he is back home here tonight against Global Champion Ace Reeves. Champ versus champ. Things going to start off right away. No feeling out process. Almost picking up where they left off back at Battle Scars. Jocking for control in the corner. We get a clean break. These two definitely have a lot of respect for each other. Go behind by Ace Reeves. Taken down, though, into a reverse chin lock by Spade. Spade now going to go low. Side control, attempting to break through the defenses of Ace Reeves, but not having such a good time. I don't think many of those punches landed as he would have liked them to. Blocked by Reeves now. We get a nice hook to the jaw. Sunset flip powerbomb. Shades of Ace Reeves' old pal Dante Tatum. Tries for an enziguri, but Spade expertly denies him. Spade can't ask for a much bigger first week as Undisputed Champion, winning the title at DEF CON, making history, defeating Hayden, one of, if not the greatest competitors to ever step foot in a CMV ring, a future Hall of Famer, 5-time world champion Jason Spade in a great match. If you didn't see that match, go back and watch it. Great match in the main event of Supremacy this week. Jason Spade put him down, and now we've got part 2 to the match of the year here against Ace Reeves. Spade has wasted no time in his tour of CMV as world champion, letting everybody know, I am the new big dog. I'm the king of the mountain. Quick to the side of the head. Of course, the king is going to be coming after him at Validation. Brett Curtis, King of the Ring winner, getting his World Championship match. Going to be a big first test for Spade, that's for sure. Calf kick by Ace Reeves right now in control as he's got Spade grounded, but quick to his feet is the undisputed champion. Moves out of the way, hammer fist to the upper back, holding on to his man bun. But now we get a Lanzenberg lobotomy. He's just pulling these out of nowhere lately. Trick or treat, man. 1, 2. Not quite, says the global champion. This may be Jason Spade's home brand, but this is the Ace Reeves show now. Been an amazing global champion ever since taking the title from Hayden. Nice takedown. Back at Emergence and a successful defense against a game Pierre Thompson and Exodus. Now selected by Ken Donahue to lead Team Crossfire at Validation. He's responsible for putting together the team that'll go up against Supremacy in about 3 weeks' time. Kick to the midsection. Kick up under the knee by Jason Spade, though. Double boot stomp. Not a man in CMV or the wrestling world today that can hit a double boot stomp like Jason Spade, but almost got caught off guard with a surprise small package courtesy of the gravity manipulator. Collar and elbow tie up again. This time Jason Spade comes out on top. Irish whip. Slowly approaching. Ace took too long. Counters the momentum. This is not where you want to be against Ace Reeves. Open palm to the chest. Off the top rope. Expert balance and double boots to the chest, nearly turning Jason Spade inside out. Those kicks to the face might have put him to sleep. 1. Ooh, but only a 1 count. Ace Reeves hesitating just a couple of seconds, but now back on top. Jason Spade sends him out to the apron. Looking to pull that trigger. Back into the ring we go. You can see, like I said before, these two have so much respect for each other. The clean breaks we've seen, and Jason Spade not opting to use the outside environment, throws Ace Reeves right back into the ring. Wanted to continue this match cleanly. Up on the top rope. This could be dangerous territory for both men, but especially Ace Reeves right now. What is Jason Spade about to do? Brain buster down onto the top turnbuckle. Woo! 1, 2, 3. Ace Reeves. You are not kicking out of that. Nobody's kicking out of that. Woo! Brain buster onto the top turnbuckle. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That was nasty. Jason Spade comes home and cleans out Ace Reeves here in the main event. And Ace Reeves giving Jason Spade the ring. Looks disappointed in himself, but he should have. What a great match. But Crossfire did kind of just get embarrassed on its own territory. Look at that. That sort of mean mug on Ace's face right. I feel like the cogs might be turning. I don't know. Ace Reeves might have something planned. Well, thank you guys, as always, for tuning in and watching along with me. I hope that you enjoyed the show. A great show it was, I thought. And again, if you missed that steel cage match, make sure you go back and check it out. But until next time, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your Thursday nights. Validation upon us. And I will see you when I see you. Bye.